to be in public, to be feted, to be treated in public as a writer, I don't think it's generally good for the writer. It makes me very self-conscious of my work. Makes me feel that I ought to regard myself as more important than I really am. I don't regard myself as important. I don't think any artist really does. It is the pop artists, the singers, the violinists, if you like, the performers in general, who are made to be regarded as important and regard themselves as important. But I think the creative artist, the musician, the composer, the novelist, the poet, regards his work as far more important than himself. What he has done is possibly of some value, but what he is as a person is of no value. I regard myself as of no value as a person, but as a writer, possibly of some value. Unfortunately, it's an aspect of my personality that has to come across in public. And this is not really relevant to the kind of work I do. There's a conflict going on, and the conflict is not very pleasant. Here in Monte Carlo, we achieved something very great. We actually persuaded some of the citizens of this principality to take notice of a great writer, not myself, but of a writer who was born 100 years ago. This is the Irish writer, James Joyce, whom I regard as one of my masters, very great writer, a very great experimental writer, great creator of great works. And then one had to cease to be the writer of one's own works. One had to become the critic of another. One had to start talking about a man who meant a great deal to myself, privately, and in terms of my work. One had to meet the leaders of the state, ambassadors, the princess, and one wonders about the relevance of all this to literature. One is celebrating a writer, but one can imagine James Joyce in heaven or in Purgatory or possibly even in hell, laughing at this. What has this got to do with the work I've done? What is this holding of a dinner in which Irish food is served, the singing of Irish songs, the table ronde in which academics weightily discourse on the significance of this great writer? What the hell has this to do with the real job of writing? Nothing at all. Still, it's a duty, and a duty one performs, but not with pleasure.